Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back, everyone. We are looking at Bitcoin right now on a weekly time frame, and as you can see, we did hold that weekly open and close last week, and we already shot off to the moon on very, very low volume. The point of this week is not to go under 27,591. Otherwise, we are looking for new lows and this 200 to basically be tested. And once that 200 is broken, we're looking for the test of the wick. And then if we lose that wick, all the targets we've mentioned to the downside are there. One of the major ones being around at like 17,915 because our EMA is there. But we have 23 and then we have 19 as well. So those are all levels of areas to be watching out for on a weekly. Okay, and then let's go to a daily now, because on the weekly I'm still a little hesitant for completely saying the bottom is in. I'm assuming we might get all the way up to 36,000 before we look for the next rolling down effect on a weekly time frame. On the daily and 4 hour is a totally different story. As you can see on the daily, with increasing volume to the upside, we are now testing the top of the Bollinger Band. So this is where I expected resistance anyway, and I'll show you that on the 4 hour what I was looking for it to play out, because I thought this looked very similar to a head and shoulder formation, and that's what I was seeing in my eyes. I don't know if we're going to get there because this is all happening on higher lows, and then that is a good sign, but we're not getting higher highs yet. So we're consolidating sideways, and if we would have just went sideways here, I said the potential to the upside was there because on the MACD chart yesterday we had our cross. So I was looking for that pop, and now today, if we do not close above 31,700, I'm looking for us to just basically go sideways and down. 31,700 is what we're looking for the daily close today. To look for higher after 8 p.m. tomorrow. And then this is why I'll go to the 4 hour, and this is what we had already. Okay, we already had all this stuff, and this is what I was saying. Here's the drawing, but before the drawing, let me just point out a few things. Right now we're hitting resistance. Okay, so the 200 is above us, but we're outside the Bollinger Band, so that's a good thing. As long as we are above 31,200, we should look for higher. The next level of resistance is this naked point of control, which is at 31,550, and then the 200 itself, which is at 31,700, which is what we need for a daily open and close above for the continuation. We have about an hour and a half left on this 4 hour candle. If this candle stays here, the next candle we can look for upward movement. But the second the candles close below on any time frame, even on a 15-minute or an hourly, if it starts closing under 31,200, you have your first warning that, hey, this top side resistance is strong and we can possibly take a dip to the downside and consolidate here in a little formation before we go higher. Now that I'm going to put up the drawings, this is the head and shoulder I was looking for. This little red, I can change this to like purple so you can see it better. So this is the head and shoulder formation I'm looking for. We were in this descending channel. We broke to the top side, so that's great. Now I can remove this, because this was for a while. This happened right here. We built 3 levels to the downside, 1, 2, 3, and then boom, we took it to the top. Now I'm looking for this resistance over here, which is where we're at right now. If we can continue from here, that would be good. We did not test the middle of the Bollinger Band yet, so that's another issue, so I'll leave that like that. So if we do roll back down from here, I'm looking for the bounce at 30,200 and then sideways to go up again and try to take out this 200. So I'll leave this green path here. This path right here was red due to the fact that I'm looking for the price to actually see if it wants to hold there. If it does not hold there, then I'm looking for that rolling down effect. Ooh, I can't move it. So this now, you can just move it to over here. Something of this nature is what I'm looking for. if we lose this level of 31,200, if we lose that and we start trickling down, I'm looking for a consolidation like this before the next move up, and hopefully we get the bounce off the middle of the channel, and it's a strong bounce because this is the path for it to go up and break out of this channel to make a new high, or we're gonna lose the middle of this channel and then actually dip down under 28,150, which I've been saying for a long time, and then make that measured move to the bottom of this channel. Now, just keep in mind that right now, this is going to take some time to form, but I still have high doubts of this making a new high. And even if it gets up there, 32,700 is the resistance, and then we could get our rolling down effect. So as of right now, I'm waiting to see. I can even bring this higher. This can go sideways up here for a while and then roll down. So that's more a legit path. And even this, we want this to basically something like this, and we want this path to actually go up after testing the middle, go up and break out of this red channel to the upside. The second that happens, you're going to have a measured move take you straight up, and we can just clone this. And we can look for something like this once it's broken to the upside. This for the downside. After losing the middle of the channel, we can look for the move down to the bottom of the channel and then hope that that other channel down here saves us. I'm going to actually remove this channel. That was to show you that triangle consolidation, but this red descending channel also measures it out with the fib. You know, you see this red base and this red descending trend line. Price fought around it and then broke out. As soon as we broke out, you see this quick breakout. That's great. Then we made a little bull flag, descending channel, and then boom, broke out again. So it's up. So this is the first, this is the second. So you're looking for, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 4. So we're looking for number 3 and 5 to be the largest move. Unfortunately, 3 was to the downside. So I might be pounding my Elliott waves wrong, but we're looking for this to take over the 200 and use the 200 as support and then continue upwards. When it does do that, all these other EMAs will be dragged to the top side. Right now, we're trying to get the EMAs above the 100 again into a bullish stance at a 4-hour to look for higher targets on that daily and weekly. Daily and weekly both want to go up, but as of right now, oh look, our fib time hit too. I didn't even notice. So this little pump happened on our fib time, which was on our 4-hour consolidation. So that's nice. Let's see if this continues to the upside and then how high we can get. And as long as we are above 31,200, it's a good sign to more continuation to the upside. So that is what we're looking for on Bitcoin. Let's quickly look at Ethereum. Then I will let you guys go. Move on my little doodles. So Ethereum did stay inside the Bollinger Band. That's fantastic news. And now we are doing our bounce. So as of right now, everything is looking like it wants to go to the upside to test before it wants to roll back over. So that's a good thing. Bad thing on the weekly is the EMA is under, the 21 is under the 55 and it's going to the 100. If we lose that 21 EMA across 100, we're gonna look for the next wave down. So this wick that we had, that sell-off wick, is what we're testing right now to the upside. If we can't get above this wick, you're gonna see that roll down effect. Here's the drawings, and we're looking for an insane drop. I'm gonna remove that because that's just disheartening. So the move we were looking for was something like this to this level 26. We're not on Ethereum, we're on Bitcoin. There is Ethereum right there. So Ethereum was at Doji, kind of saying, hey, this is the bottomish area. We had this move up, smack back down, and now we're getting a reprieve bounce to see if we're gonna recover this low. Even if we recover this low, we have to get above the 100 to even show some signs of strength on the weekly, which is 2,300. So right now, a repeat bounces in on very low volume. Let's see if this holds or if this rolls over. Let's go to a daily. On a daily, we're hitting our resistance right now, so we need to see if we're going to get higher or not. The good thing is the middle of the Bollinger Band has been claimed. We're looking for 1950 and above. The second we come back under the daily open, or even like if we go under 1760 again with any 4-hour or hourly closes and opens, I'll be looking for that roll down to occur. If we continue to break above the 21, we can look for the 55 as the next viable target. But before that, we have the resistance at 2077 to the top side before we get higher. So keep that in mind. Right now, this is consolidating under the 21. We have to claim the 21 with an open and close before we look for higher. Okay, and that's on a daily. Going to the 4-hour now, and that's the one that we're going to be watching for today. We're outside the Bollinger Band, and 21 is about to cross the 55 to make this have another push up. It is imperative that we get above this 1950, 1925 level and then continue up. If we lose, I want to say 1875 with open and closes on the 4-hour, we can look for lower, but I'm hoping that this 21 provides a support at around 1830. So if we can just hold above 1830 on the reprieve bounce, that'd be great. But if we start going under 1830, I mean, start losing this 21 at like 1825, you're going to be looking for these lower targets. And then the first level of support you have is like 1800. And after 1800, you have about 1775. And then we're looking for the lowest, which is 1725. So it can consolidate in this range as much as it wants until it wants to actually go up. And as soon as we have the 21 above the 55 and us above the 100, we can look for the 200 being the next level of resistance while claiming these naked point of controls along the path. So each one of these naked point of controls can give us a pushback, like due to some resistance, but it should be minimal, and this should continue up if the volume and if the buyers are there. Now, last warning I want to give everyone, we are pumping into the New York Open, which I am already suspicious about, and it's Monday. So keep in mind that we can just roll right down as soon as markets open, and it could be really mean by trapping everyone who is euphoric right now. So I would be very cautious of price action until the markets open and give it about an hour for price to stabilize. You cannot assume that, hey, the bottom is in and we're going to the moon right now. It looks very tempting, but that's how you get burned. Just be very careful. If you already accumulated a long yesterday when I was showing you the MACD was crossing to the upside on our other chart, our BitMEX chart, was it? Yeah, it was our BitMEX chart. Yeah, BitMEX. So when we had this cross on the MACD, it was the first sign that I had that we were going to the upside, and I didn't know if we were gonna make this cross or not. I was like, if this cross didn't happen over here, we would have got rejected hard by the 21, and it would have taken us down. But the fact was, we actually used the 21 as support, and we pumped up really hard, and that was due to this EMA cross. So now let's see if this volume can hold us. We still can continue higher. This is not completely over, but this might come back to test this fib at 30,700 area and then continue up. So be very cautious. It looks healthy because of the lower highs, but right now that was too fast of a move. I would look for the retrace before the next leg up. So that's my warning to you guys. Be safe. It's going to be a crazy busy day for me myself. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave it in the section below and I'll get back to you ASAP. If there are any other assets you would like me to cover, please shout it out. Someone was mentioning Rune, so look out for Rune. I guess it's just going up, and I guess they are short, but I think they made the right move in my view of the asset. I think they made the right move. Another thing you guys can look at, funding is to the bulls. Wow, so that's usually not the case. So it looks like BitMEX funding is for longs, so you can see why longs are getting a little euphoric. Let's go to Bybit real quick and see. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Aside from that, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications. I'm not gonna go to it right now. You guys can look at Bybit funding. If all the exchanges are showing funding for longs, if it's negative, that means longs are favored and they're going to get paid the interest. That could be why we're climbing like this so quickly. People are seeing that this round of funding is for longs, and then it's also the next round. And the next round is a 0.01, so that's actually really, really good. That's like almost 10 grand per million contracts. So you guys, it looks very good. Be cautious. I think 10 grand or 4 grand. Anyway, aside from that, please don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell button for notification. And if you guys have anything else, let me know in the comment section below and I will get back to you. Aside from that, just make sure you guys are trading carefully today. It's Monday. Be safe. No matter what happens, don't forget, I will always love you. So have a good one.